right, beautiful. And we're glad to be here this morning for our weekly gathering for the NFT Rewards Saturday training call, training webinar, training Zoom, however you want to look at it. I know we're all getting anxious to get this ball rolling, or as I like to say, to get this puppy flying. Certainly our CEO can relate to that because he's a pilot, so he wants to get this puppy flying as well. What I'm going to do right now to get the show underway here is to turn this over to that gentleman, Robert Craddock, CEO, so you can get the very latest updates, and I mean up to the minute updates on what is going on and what we can look forward to over the course of this weekend and into next week. So with that said, it's my pleasure to introduce our CEO, who makes himself available and accessible to everyone, and who's just a wonderful guy to work with, Robert Craddock. Robert, take it away.
Hey, thanks, Jim. Hey, everybody. I wanted to first thank you for joining us on the call today, and it is being recorded, I believe, for everybody that doesn't make it, but we're glad you're here live and hearing what's happening right now. This weekend, we're still intending to. We're trying to bring everything live right now, the wallets integration and everything else. And if you've noticed trying to log into right now, we're having a few technical difficulties trying to get that resolved. And I've been feverishly on the computer communicating with everybody. And one of our key people right now, or should I say, most of the key people are halfway around the world. So it's nighttime for them. And they probably thought this might be a great time to do it. And so anyway, it'd have been great if they'd have done it in the middle of the night for the US, but nevertheless, it is what it is. So we will have that resolved here very quickly, and we're working on that, as we say. The other thing I want to kind of talk about too is that when the commissions start happening, when the packages start going, when you're pre-buying the bid packs and everything, you're going to be getting the money paid to your wallet in real time. And I've talked to a lot of people, and I don't think they've quite wrapped their head around that. So let's just say that Jeff brought in Jim, and Jim brought in, let's say, Hector. And Jim goes ahead and he pre-buys a package, and Hector does the same. Well, Jim is going to see money come right into his wallet right away, as is Jeff, because Jim would be Jeff's first in line and Hector would be his second, and vice versa. Hector would be Jim's first. So they would see those instant commissions coming in right then, which is going to be a great thing because there's a lot of people who work very hard. You know, we're pushing, I think, 15,000 now. Members in the deal, and I would give you a screenshot of an actual number right now, but we're again trying to bring it all up and move everything over, but it will be there soon. And oddly enough, I've got people coming out of the woodwork. I was planning on jumping in the plane right after this call and flying up to Jacksonville and meeting with a gentleman that's over from Russia that has built some really large teams named Jury, and got sent over to me and everything. And as luck would have it, this is one of those days. I got this big TFR over Jacksonville, so I can't get in there right now. The military's doing something. So it's one of those Saturdays, as you would say. It feels like a Monday, but it's a Saturday. So we're kind of taking it in stride as we go right now. The other thing I want to cover too is I want to spend some more time trying to make sure that we're spending time explaining the commission plan and everything else. There were some comments on Telegram, and people were saying that the money's compounding, and that's not the case. If there have been prior programs that if it's just sitting there and you're waiting to get it out, and they're telling you it's compounding for you, this is not that program. We're actually paying you the time you earn. So when you earn it, you're actually getting paid. So there's no way we can compound your money because you've been paid the money. So anyway, I just want to make sure everybody understands that too as well. So nevertheless, there's one other thing I want to dispel too. A lot of folks have said, how can you pay out that kind of money? And I said, well, you know, if you understand the program and you understand how it works, you have to realize that we are selling and trading NFTs. And when these happen initially, there is a lot of profit built into it. And that profit is just going right back out there and paying the folks your daily earnings, your matrix money, and on that profit pool. And there's actually some additional things that are going to be coming down the pipe that's going to be landing right in your wallet. So this is probably going to be the most exciting thing I think you've ever seen and wrapped your head around. And that's why I said people are now starting to come out of the woodwork and very excited about it. So these training programs that Jeff is doing right now is very important for you to kind of learn, listen, and get on board with it. And I know that I fielded some calls and everything or emails, and I think Jeff's going to probably dive in and tell you the importance of setting up that URL, your landing page, and all that stuff too in there. So because we've talked about that. So anyway, that being said, I just want to say thanks, guys, for letting me invade your Saturday training call and get going here. And I since the site's having its little hiccup right now, I'm glad I was able to come on and tell everybody, yes, we took it down. And we did it very effectively, and we're going to bring it back up. And so I'm gonna end here and thank everybody, and then I'm gonna get off because I've got to get back on with the tech support people and everything and get that going, because I've been kind of like riding that for the last few hours. So guys, again, I want to thank you, and you're in good hands with Jeff and Jim. So guys, thanks for letting me come on here and invade you today.
Thank you, Robert. We greatly appreciate it. And it's always wonderful to get your personal update and learn exactly where things are. And listen, folks, it is always bumpy when you get in on the ground floor. And the benefit of it is you're going to be well positioned when the super highway comes, which will be completely bump free. So you've got you're in the right place at the right time. I have no doubt in saying that. We just need to be patient and hang in there. And frankly, I've been involved in this industry for years and years and years, many years, several decades. And I've never once seen a single successful company launch without going through some bumps in the process. And so it's really a testament to the thoroughness of what is being done and the care with which it is being put together. All of which is designed to benefit you and make it seamless for you. And by the way, when Jeff mentioned, the real-time pay that will come into your wallet, that's just one of many exciting parts of this project. Real-time pay. Okay, no waiting for next Saturday, no waiting for Thursday night, no waiting for every 2 weeks and then having to wait 10 days to withdraw. None of those patterns that you've seen and had to survive and suffer through in the past. This is real-time, instant real-time pay to your wallet, which you can then withdraw at will. Okay, you control your money. That's just one of the exciting parts of this project. Okay, so I encourage you to show fortitude, and let's all be patient. We will get there. This will launch, and we will have this tremendous opportunity with its multitude of wonderful parts. What we're going to do for the next 15 or 20 minutes is we're going to go over to our marketing expert who has created this iMetaTool system for us, which, by the way, is completely free to every NFT member. That in itself is just one more of the very many exciting things that happen here. This kind of a system would normally cost you anywhere from a minimum of $19.95 up to $29.95. I've even seen them for as much as $49.95 a month for this kind of high-level marketing system that you're about to learn about, in which you can get for free, thanks to the generosity of NFT Rewards and the willingness and commitment of Jeff Evers to bring this to us all and make it happen. So pay attention, because what you're about to get here is literally worth $1 million in education to you. Focus for the next 20 minutes on what Jeff Evers has to say, and you will gain a tremendous insight and knowledge, and you'll come away with an understanding of how to progress, what to do step by step, to utilize this to create true duplication on your team, which is, of course, your goal, okay? Not only are you here to get direct profit from the bid packages that you purchase, which will be earning a profit, your goal is to create duplication and to create an organization that is constantly buying bid packages and will constantly benefit you with that 10% and 5% that Robert just spoke about over and over, day by day, over and over, multiple times a day even. 10%, 5%, 10%, 5%. Ka-ching, 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 multiple times a day, okay? So this system is designed to take you to the max in that regard. And that's how you need to view it. And that's how you need to focus for the next 20 minutes. And with that said, I'm going to turn it over to my good friend, Jeff Evers, our marketing expert in residence, and let Jeff take it away. Jeff, it's all yours.
Hey, thanks, Jim. Appreciate that very much. And like Jim said, I'm going to zip through this really quick. My goal is to get this done in about 15 minutes. Yeah, we will open it up for a Q&A afterwards. And what I first want to get to is you have to first understand our model. And if you've been in this space for any period of time, you'll realize the number one challenge people have is they don't know that they don't have a list of people who they can talk to. And we call that database acquisition. So what we've done is we systematized and automated the two problems people have to have success in the space, and that is database acquisition and then conversion. So they don't know where to go to find people, and then when they do find people, they don't know what to say to them. So what we've done is we've taken the challenge and actually turned it into an asset for you. And so if you don't have enough people in your cell phone where you can send out a text and say, hey, I ran across a new startup, it looks really good, let me know if you'd like to hear about it. If you don't have enough people where you can do that, then you need to use some sort of an advertising mechanism to help you do your database acquisition. And then what we've done is that, I've been in this space like as Jim has, and for many, many years. And I buy anywhere from $250,000 to 1 million clicks from a company called Traffic for Me. And what I've done is I've made my 10,000 click price available to all you, but you only got to buy 100 clicks. And again, these are the premium of the premium opportunity seekers. We make no guarantee of outcome. Again, it's advertising. Advertising is fickle, but if you need assistance with database acquisition, we let you participate in our co-op. And the co-op is really simple. You purchase 100 clicks for $62.50. When I accumulate 10 segments, then we go ahead and we submit that order in the Traffic for Me. Then Traffic for Me finds a publisher, and the clicks start going to your capture page. And again, the capture page is designed to sift people out, not convince people in. Again, some of the, I guess, misconceptions of capture pages, they think it's designed to get you more people. Nope, it's designed to save you time. The commodity that your most precious commodity is time, and you don't want to waste it on tire kickers. So we designed a capture page to sort people out. So the opportunity seekers go into the top of the funnel. The ones that are actively looking for an opportunity, they will fill out the form. Now, we can't make any guarantees. Past performance is not indicative of future results, but we've been running anywhere from 25 to 35% opt-in rate for our capture page, which is really, really strong. And then anybody who opts in, they then go to our landing page. A landing page is a sales page, and it's designed to get people that fit your profile. And these are people who got a predisposition for participation. It's designed to get that person to click the join button, join you for free. And all of a sudden they pop out of the funnel down here as a conversion. Now, this is important. The only people that I spend time, I do not call leads. I do not, the 30 clicks that come in, okay, and let's say 10 of them join me. I do not call the 20 people that didn't join me. I don't have time to nurse and burp. Okay, I spend my time with the people who exhibited a predisposition for participation. So if they don't have enough gumption to hit the join button and join you for free, then why do I want to go off and have to spend my time and resources trying to fundamentally persuade them or convince them to join for free. I'm not interested in doing that. I'm only interested in finding people got a predisposition for participation. They pop out of the funnel. When they pop out of the funnel and they join me, those are the ones I reach out to. Those are the ones I call. Those are the ones I text. Those are the ones I email. And I want to get on the phone with them. I want to build a relationship with them. I want to find out, hey, what was your motivation? Why did you join us? I mean, we're glad to have you on board. What was your, why did you do this? Because I want to find out what their motivation is. And as you can see in this little slide we got right here, it's the first step of our pattern is identify their dream. You've got to, here's what happens with most of us in this space. We don't understand this industry. And somebody told me this, it says 100% of people who are not in this industry don't understand it. And the minute you can believe that 100% of people who aren't in this industry, they don't understand it, then you will stop listening to the guy that owns a Cadillac dealership. You'll stop listening to the guy that owns the grocery store. You'll stop listening to the engineer. They don't understand this. Okay. And the minute you start to realize 100% of people who are not in this space don't understand it, you'll stop listening to people who aren't in it. And then here's something else you have to realize. 99% of people who are in this space don't understand it. And once you grab hold of that, then guess what? You stop listening to you, because you probably don't know how to build this. See, most people think it's a sales game. This is not sales. Okay. Most people think this is a manipulation game. No, this is not manipulation. See, the first step of the pattern says identify the dream. What we do is we help people get things. We're not trying to get people to do things. You see, people who don't understand this space, what they're thinking is, I'm trying to get you to join me. I'm trying to get you to contact people. I'm trying to get you. No, that's not what we do. We want to find out what's your dream, what's your motivation? Why did you get in this? And if you say, well, gosh, I'm sick and tired of being broke. I would love to put an addition on my house. I'd love to get out of debt. I'd love to be free. I'd love to be able to take a vacation every month. So if that becomes the motivation, then what I can do with them, again, because I take the time to identify the dream, then I can say, I'll make a deal with you. Okay, I'll take my time, my money, my resources, I take my expertise, and I'll lock arms with you, help you get that dream if you'll do three things. Number one, follow my pattern, and my pattern is database acquisition and conversion, then through a conversation duplication. Second thing is plug into my system. Once a week, I do about a 15-20-minute presentation, plug into that. And the third thing is buy bids. So if you'll follow my pattern, plug into my system and buy bids, I'll take my time, money, resources, and expertise, and I'll go to work to help you build this business to get your dreams. Do we got a deal? And you see the second step of the pattern is get a commitment. That's the deal. I said, let's make a deal. Do we got a deal? And if the person can't say yes, it is over. And the minute the person says yes, then I say, here's we got to set a goal. Here's our first goal. We got to find one person. We got to find one person who's just like you, who's got something they want that they can't get, and they're willing to lock arms with us to help us go get it. Now, then my question is, do you have enough people in your cell phone that you can send out a text to find out if they'd be open to look at a new startup that looks pretty good? You got 30, 40 guys we can send that text out to? And if your newbie says, yeah, I can do that, I said, well, then send them out. Because see, what we're doing is we're doing database acquisition. We're putting people into the funnel. And anybody that replies back from that text and says, hey, what's this all about? What do? You don't tell them anything. You send them to your capture page. The capture page is designed to sift people out. And the right people will go ahead and fill the form out. They'll go to the sales page. Sales page is designed to find people who got a predisposition for participation, and then the right ones will join you. And anybody that pops out of the funnel and joins you, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get me on the phone with them so I can do the same thing with them that I'm doing with you. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and do your database acquisition, and then let the system go to work, and then we'll have a conversation, and we'll create duplication. So let's go to work, and then I have them text right there. Have them text. Now, if they say, why don't I got nobody I can send? I have nobody. Then I'll say, hey, then let's use our advertising co-op. Guys, that's our game. That's exactly how that's how we build this. Okay. And I've been doing this for years. Okay. And people say, well, what's cool about this is that once you understand what I just shared with you, it works for any and all companies. Okay. When, Hector reached out to me and says, hey, Jeff, I got a new startup. It looks really good. I mean, Hector knows what I do. Okay, guys, just be honest with you. I look for startups. I look for companies that I feel are going to resonate with the consuming public, that I think people are going to grab hold of. And Hector says, I got one you need to look at. And when I looked at what Robert put together, and I got on the phone with Robert, guys, I didn't understand NFTs. I tell people, I'm not a techie guy. I know just enough about technology to make me dangerous. But when Robert started sharing the vision and the mission, what he was putting together, and about, the NFTs and the penny auction, and and how this is all going to be on the metaverse, I got fired up, and I said, this is worthy of my time. And the reason I put together iMetaTool for you is because I believe in NFT rewards. Okay, this cost me thousands of dollars to put together out of my pocket. I put it together because I believe in what Robert is doing. And so once people say, okay, yep, you got a deal, let's make a deal. What do I do? Well, how do they join you? Okay, and this is the part, there's a little bit of confusion when people get in. Sorry, guys, I got to wet my whistle here. When people get into business with us, they think they want to take the shortcut. Okay, well, this is the shortcut. And people that try to shortcut, they make it the long cut. I got one guy, he didn't pay attention. The first thing I have people do, well, in fact, let me just show you this. When somebody joins me, I have them click on the click here to get started. I say, I want you to read everything that's on this page, everything. Go through, watch all the videos. Now, the videos are not long. The first one's 2 minutes. The next one's a minute and a half. The next one's a minute. I mean, they're short videos, but they share with you how to do everything. Okay, how to do everything. Now, again, as we're flowing the process through, and the person says, yeah, let's make a deal. I say, hey, send out a text to your friends. Okay, send them to your capture page. Well, this newbie doesn't have a capture page. So we got to get him or her a capture page. Well, how do we get him or her a capture page? Well, they joined you from your sales page. So if they joined you from your sales page, you say, hey, go to the bottom of the sales page you joined me from and click on that little link down there so you can get set up and fill out that form. And as soon as they fill out that form, they're taken to the back office of iMetaTool. And then you just say, when you get in the back office of iMetaTool, click here to get started. And then I want you to read through everything and go through everything on this page. I want you to watch all the videos. I want you to read through everything. I want you to really get this down. And after you've done that, I want you to call me. Okay. See, here's another mistake I find happening. People are spending, again, why do we use a funnel? We use a funnel because we don't want to waste our time with the wrong people. Well, if a person won't take this little direction, if a person is not willing to spend 15 minutes to get through everything on this page, they're probably going to waste your time. Okay, so if people don't go through and they don't watch this 2-minute video about the iMetaTool marketing system, they don't go through and watch this 1.5-minute video about how to set up their iMetaTool system, how to embed the referral link, how to make sure they got their autoresponder set up right, to go through the capture and landing pages, and then also to go through and understand what bookmarks are and how to use tracking, and then how the co-op works. If they don't take the time to go through this, okay, and they call me up, say, hey, Jeff, what about this? What about this? Well, did you go through the page? Okay, guys, I got 30,000 people in my team. Could you imagine 30,000 people call me up and asking me about the co-op, and it takes me 4 minutes to explain it? I would much rather have them watch a 4-minute video that I created one time that I can show 1 million people to. See, this is how you start to learn tools. This is where you start to understand tools increase efficiency. Tools, it's not prejudice. Everybody can use the same tool. Yeah, some people have better ability to present. Okay, absolutely. But guess what? If we can systematize and automate that process of presentation, then you can utilize that skill set and you can make money with it. So when you go to our sales page and you go through all the different videos we got on here, okay, and you start to realize, hey, these videos convert people. Yeah, I mean, everybody can use this video. And again, just want to give you a little help. The answer to every question is a video. Okay, if somebody says, hey, well, how does the comp work? Hey, that's a really good question. Let me send you a link to a short video that explains it, and then you send them to the comp video that's on this page. Okay, get paid to bid. And again, how do you know how to send them to that? Well, when you log in your back office and you scroll down and you reach and you read learn how to use bookmarks, it's 2 minutes and 29 seconds. It will teach you how to send somebody right to that video right on that page. And here's what's cool about everything we've done within iMetaTool. Right underneath every video is a CTA, a call to action. Okay. One of the biggest mistakes I see happen in this space is somebody sees a video they like, and then they send them to YouTube to watch that video. Okay. That is a big mistake. You never send somebody somewhere where you don't want them to go. See, you think that the video on YouTube is going to help you sell them on NFT rewards, and it might, but the problem is YouTube's goal is to keep them on YouTube. YouTube's goal is after they watch one video, to watch the next video, in the next video, and get them sidetracked. Your goal, you want to use that video to get them to hit this join button right here. So if you ever find a video that you really like, you just send it to us and you say, hey, listen, Jeff, I got this video. I really like it. You think we can add it to a sales page? And that's why we have so many different sales pages that we've created. Now, the only one that's active right now, I should say they're all active, but they're all set up with the same format as 0020. Okay. And so the sales page 0020X, 0020AX, and 0020BX, they're all the same. But we will, again, as videos come to us, more marketing materials come to us, then this sales page will have different videos on it, and you'll learn how to use these tools. But guys, all we really want to do, and this is where the simplicity of what we do is, we do database acquisition and then conversion. Then through a conversation, we create duplication. And our goal is to find one. And as soon as you find that one, you help that one find one. And then you take the responsibility to drive depth. Most people struggle in this space because they put on all they do is put on width. Okay, what I teach is depth, and you drive it deep until you find somebody in that line that duplicates you. When you find somebody in that line that duplicates you, and what are they doing? They're going off and they're doing what you're doing. You're taking responsibility driving that taproot down. I find Jim, I find Hector, I find Robert, I find Pete, I find Mayor. I just drive that baby down, and all the way down, I'm coaching these guys. Hey, go off and take another leg and doing another leg. What I'm doing here. When I find somebody in that leg that's duplicating me, then I say, hey, Heck, great, you got this thing going. Now here, Heck, you and I are going to partner up driving this taproot. So now there's two of us driving that taproot down. We keep driving it down. All of a sudden, Jim pops up. Say, hey, Jim, great. Now you, me, and Hector are going to drive this thing down. And a triple braided cord cannot easily be broken. And so there's three of us driving that taproot down. And here's what happens when there's three of us driving that taproot down. That baby goes deep. And here's what's crazy. Yeah, when you go from 1 to 2 deep, you add 1. When you go from 2 to 3, yeah, you add 1. When you go from 3 to 4, to add 1. But you want to know what happens when you go from 21 to 22? You don't add 1, you add 200. You understand this? Depth will do everything for you. We got that 2x21 matrix when it's filled. Okay, I mean, and if you're running a penny a pop, that's a $20,000 a day reward to you for depth. I tell people, if you'll take 3 legs and just drive 3 legs down, you got a leader back by a leader back by a leader, 3 legs, 20 levels deep will get you that done. You get that done, you laid the foundation for 6 figures. You do it in 6 legs, you laid 7 figures a year residual, and it will not stop. But guys, that's the game. So what you want to do as fast as you can, you want to lock arms with somebody in your development team. Find somebody in your line of sponsorship that you can make a deal with. We'll commit our time, our money, our resources, our expertise to help you build this business to get your dream, provided you follow our pattern, provided you plug into our system, and provided you buy bids. And guys, that's the game. And we're going to shut this down. We will open it up for some questions. So if anybody's got questions, put them in the chat or raise your hand.
Yeah, thank you. That was great. Jeff, thanks so much. That was wonderful training as always. I really appreciate it. Everybody appreciates it. It's the depth of wisdom that you bring to this, the years and years of knowledge is invaluable to people who are trying to figure out this space and how it works. So thank you so much as always. We do have a couple questions and then we'll close out. The questions so far have to do with receiving clicks from the co-op. I got 2 people, David and Fritz, who are saying that they haven't received clicks and don't know who to talk to. Well, first of all, I would say that it's not instant. You don't place your order and instantly get clicks. It can take anywhere from a day to several days, because as Jeff pointed out, he has to accumulate 10 orders before the order goes out. So if there's a specific problem, if you've gone, say, more than a week, and you haven't started receiving clicks, then maybe there's an issue. And at that point, you should contact support through the iMetaTool system. And Jeff, maybe you can give everybody the address for that before we go here, or explain, what they need to do if a week's gone by and they haven't received any clicks yet. So why don't you take that one, Jeff?
Yeah, real quick, guys. What Jim said is absolutely true. We accumulate 10 segments, and then we submit the order to Traffic for Me. And Harris, who owns Traffic for Me, knows I just want the best of the best. And so he vets out all the publishers, and he makes sure that our clicks are going to the right audience, so we can get the conversions. And so sometimes it takes 24 to 72 hours before Harris can find the right publisher for us. Sometimes it takes 24 to 72 hours to accumulate enough clicks. But like Jim says, usually within 5 days, we've got the clicks should be coming in. If you don't have any clicks after 7 days, then reach out to us. And what you do, you go to your back office of NFT rewards, back office of iMetaTool, and down here at the bottom where it says contact us, you click on that little contact us button, okay, and you click here to leave a message. And you've just fill that out, it hits submit, and that message will come to our support staff, and they'll get back to you. But we don't, how do I say this? Because we're giving you our our price. It's like we didn't build any margins into the co-op. Okay, so we can't afford to have somebody. I can't afford to pay people. I can't afford to lose money so you can have clicks. So we don't really communicate to you. You order the clicks, and then if they don't show up within 5-7, we do email you when the order gets submitted to Traffic for Me. You get an email from us that, hey, your co-op is going live. Now, some of y'all's emails are bouncing back, and to be honest with you, we just, we haven't had time to figure out how to fix your email so it doesn't bounce. So if some of y'all didn't receive an email from us, it might just be because it bounced back. But if you don't get clicks within 7 days, then you want to reach out. And we did find in one case that, again, when people submit their co-op segment, they don't, again, because they don't pay attention, they put the wrong URL in. And again, I'm not, it's not my responsibility to make sure you got the right URL. Okay. And so then we ship it off to Traffic for Me, and then all of a sudden then they'll get back to us and say, hey, you got one of the URLs that isn't right, then we got to fix it. So the better job you all do submitting your URLs, following the guidelines within the back office, the faster this is. But normally, if you don't get your click started in 7 days, then reach out to us. And I'll turn it back to you.
Okay, great, thank you. Yeah, and so let me clarify that. Yeah, if a week goes by and you haven't heard anything about your co-op share, then log in to the back office of iMetaTool, scroll down the bottom of that page and click on the Contact Us button, and you will be responded to. When you send that message, don't just say, hey, what happened to my clicks? Try to be as specific and as articulate as you can. Give your username, the date you purchased them, if any details that might help the people at support track down your particular case. Okay, otherwise you're just creating more work because you're going back and forth, not giving adequate. I find this is one of the most common problems with support is people aren't articulate enough about what the problem is and what their information is when they send in a support ticket asking for help. So then support just has to come back to you and say, well, what, could you clarify, please? So why not clarify up front? Slow down, get your details organized, and send in a support ticket that can actually benefit you the first time around. And there again is the Contact Us button down the bottom of the page. So we got a couple of other questions here. Having not watched anything about this, is it learning the art of when to buy and sell NFTs, or recruiting, or both? First of all, I recommend that you go and watch all the videos so you learn as much as possible about this share, and that'll be invaluable to you, but it is both. Okay, it is the art of learning when to buy NFTs, and that is what the penny auction is all about, is purchasing the NFTs and profiting from that process. And again, your greatest profit here, your way to max out this opportunity is exactly through what Jeff has just spent the past 20 minutes laying out for you, which is how to create duplication on a team. So it's a combination of both those things, okay? And the final question is, are we allowed to use any other traffic exchanges? You can use any traffic exchange you want to use. Just make sure you have the correct URL. You can market this anyhow you want to market it through any traffic exchange. I think there are some limitations to marketing. Let me just be real clear, because I just said you can do it anyhow you want to do it. Not quite, okay? You cannot overpromise. You cannot promise people they're going to become instant millionaires. You cannot post videos on YouTube that make those kinds of claims. You can do none of that. If you're in doubt about what you should be doing, ask your upline, ask for help, ask people who have experience with this, and they will inform you about what is doable and what isn't. A lot of people can get themselves and the company they're working with in trouble by making false claims through advertising. It's one of the biggest issues in this industry. So we want to be sure that doesn't happen. So, but yes, the direct answer is you can use whatever traffic exchange you want to use. Just bring your URL from iMetaTool over to them and let them go to work with it. Yep, absolutely.
And let me show them where to find that URL.
Yeah.
In your back office, click here to get started. And then as you scroll down on this page, here are all your different capture pages. And again, when you're doing advertising, you always want to send your traffic to a capture page. Don't send them to your landing page. You want to send them to your capture page because you want to capture their data before they go to your sales page. Okay, so this is the link you'd copy right there. So you copy that, and then that's what you would send to the traffic source you want to get your traffic from. Okay.
Yeah, and just to reiterate, this is a 100% company approved system. So you're not going to get in any problem by using these URLs to market with. You're going to be 100% safe, and so will the company be. So that's it. Are we allowed to? That was the last question. So I think we are.
I found one who says, can we import NFT reward signups into our iMetaTool contacts? Well, we don't allow anybody to import anything in, Stefan, because we don't want to put our servers at risk. But what you can certainly do, anybody you personally sponsored into NFT rewards, I would just send them to your capture page. Say, here's a marketing system that we're using. Check it out. Well, then once they're in your database, then you can go to lead management. Okay. And I'm just going to take care of this Jeff test up here. You can hit on actions and you can go down to groups. Okay. And like you can see right now, I'm in the NFT rewards group. Well, if I want to add another contact group, okay, I can go down and I say, hey, I want to add this to my NFT rewards members and add to that contact group. So now I'm in both groups. Okay. So now I'm also, if I don't want to be in take me off this list, I can just click the X. Okay. And then I'm off that group. But now I'm getting the autoresponders that are set up in the NFT rewards members list. So that's what you can do. Okay.
Yeah. Someone had asked earlier whether they can do broadcasts as well to their, and yes, you can.
Yep. I'll just show you real quick how to do that.
Yeah, do that real quick to show people, then we'll close this out.
Just click on broadcast. Oh, it's already done mine today, so I can't do it. You only can do one every 5 days in our system here. But so you click on it, and then just an email thing pops up. Put subject, put who's it going to, then you pick what list you want to go to and hit enter. It goes out, but you can only do one every 5 days.
All right. I think that's a great place to close out for the day. We will be back here again next Saturday. So bring your people with you. This is where they get the education they need to max out this opportunity. And I really think that statement really nails it, to max out this opportunity, which is what you want to do. Why be here if you're not going to max it out? So bring your people, get them an education, and you'll be well on your way. Thanks everybody for coming. And Jeff, thank you again for your expertise as always, and have a great Saturday.
Thanks, Jim. See you guys.